In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the
Streetcar Desire.
Unit. These are their stories.
Your friends are filling your head with lies! 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 All lies! Come on, break it up, let go of her, back away. Someone called because of a rape?
I didn't call anybody.
Well, does anyone else live here?
Only our neighbors downstairs live here.
I'll be right back, don't go anywhere.
Is anybody here?
Oh God, we're gonna need a bus at 289, possible rape.
No, you must be wrong, Blanche.
But Stella, it was him.
Stop, this isn't funny. I know you don't like him, but to blame him?
But Stella.
I had enough. I'll come back later.
Stella.
I can't believe Blanche would blame you after we took her in our home.
I don't know why she hates me. She can't even stay in the same room as me. Do you believe me, right?
Of course I do.
Too bad we have to go to court about this.
What's her condition?
The patient has signs of rape. There's no DNA. I think we should leave her here.
Alright.
He's guilty. We're gonna win the court case.
Court is now in session.
This is Dubois. Can you explain the relationship you have with Stanley?
Well, he's my sister's husband.
Can you explain why you were in this town?
I came to visit my sister.
Why did you stay with them instead of staying at a hotel?
She's the only family I have, and I haven't visited her in a long time.
How does Stanley feel about that?
Well, me and Stanley don't get along.
Can you explain why?
Well, Stanley's always judgmental of everything I do.
The night of the attack, was anyone else in that house?
No, I suppose the roommates upstairs were.
But it was just you and Stanley?
In our house, yes.
Did Stanley seem intoxicated?
I just saw him very aggressive. I don't know if it was because of intoxication.
Can you explain what happened that night?
Well, I was there in the living room. He came back from the hospital because Stella had given birth. I asked him how Stella was, and he just got all angry on me, and he told me he was done with me of being here. So he cornered me. He punched me in my face, in my eye. I had bruising. I had to go to the hospital, and that night he also raped me.
I see. I understand the emotional distress that you must be going through. Did you go to your sister for comfort?
I did, but I feel like Stella didn't believe me. Like, it's me and her husband. She has to go between.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Does the defendant have anything else to say?
Mrs. Dubois, would you say you are mentally all there?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
What is perfectly fine in your book?
Well, what do you mean by not there?
Well,
I'm there like everyone else.
Well, we have complaints from your neighbors, your family, and your friends saying that you play dress up, you have a thing for liquor, and you have very violent outbreaks.
Well, any girl likes to dress up to go out, and liquor. Everyone can have a drink here or there.
You seem nervous.
Not nervous.
We hear from Stanley and your sister that you lie a lot, that it's hard to believe you.
Stella?
Yes, Stella. She tells us how you lie about and you make up a lot of things and you talk to yourself when you dress up in the mirror. Is this true?
Well, I lie sometimes as a safety mechanism.
So
I bet anyone does.
you lie sometimes, but yet your whole past is a mystery to your own sister. Your own sister does not know about your own past and the place you grew up from. And you're lying to save yourself, is what you're telling us.
Well, Stella hasn't gone to Laurel, and she hasn't asked me about my past.
But Stanley has friends that go to Laurel, and everyone knows about Miss Blanche Dubois, so tell us.
Well, I've lived there many years. Who wouldn't know me and my family?
But what you're lying about as a safety mechanism, he's getting the truth from others. So
And
who's
what is
lying?
that? What is that?
That he tells us stories of how you stayed at certain hotels and you did certain things, and the place of where you're from kind of went differently, and how you lost your job. He told us all of this when you confessed. So this is very why we're here today, because it's hard to believe what you're saying.
I mean, I went to the hospital. I have proof of Stanley Kowalski raping me.
Well,
Doctors confirmed this.
Well, there were only
I'm not
signs,
lying.
There were only signs of trauma. There's no DNA there, so there's no. It could have been anyone. Anyone can cause trauma. His DNA's not there.
He was the only one in the house when I was there. He came and assaulted me.
Is this another lie?
No, I'm saying the truth. Stanley raped me.
I'm done.
Mr. Kowalski, where were you the night of the attack?
I was at the bar celebrating.
Celebrating what?
My wife's pregnant.
So instead of being at the hospital with your wife, you decided to go out and drink.
Yes. I want to go celebrate.
Can you tell us what time you got home?
Maybe like 1.
Was Mrs. Dubois in the house when you arrived?
Yes.
Were you the only ones there?
I think so.
Is it or is it not true that there are reports of domestic abuse in that household?
It's not true.
Oh, really?
Really?
I have police reports telling us that it is true. Calls were made because of domestic abuse inside that household.
You could ask my wife.
I will ask your wife.
Okay.
You did not lay a hand on your wife?
No.
Can you explain the bruises that she's had on her?
I think she could explain herself.
Okay. Why do you not get along with Mrs. Dubois?
But she's a liar.
Can you explain?
Well, she lied about her past that I found out from my friends.
What did she lie about?
She lied about the money she lost, about the plantation.
So your big concern is money? That is what you're concerned about?
I'm about to have a child. I need money.
But it's her money. It's not your money. You are not entitled to anything.
Well, the Napoleonic Code says that I'm entitled to my wife's affairs.
Are you aware that there is no Napoleonic Code? That is a code that you have made up?
It's not true.
So, by you saying that she's a liar and you not liking her, you are only being hypocritical because you just lied about the Napoleonic Code.
I didn't lie about that.
It's not true? Can you look it up? Is that a law? Is it a law that anything that belongs to your wife or her sister belongs to you?
Yes, it is.
Anything further, Your Honor?
Tell me, Mr. Stanley Kowalski. Any problems when you go home?
Yeah.
What are your problems?
Blanche is my problem.
Why is Blanche your problem?
When she eats my food, she drinks my liquor.
That's all she does?
Yeah.
She just drinks all your liquor and eats all your food? What's this problem you and Blanche have?
Well, she's a liar.
Why is she a liar?
When she lied about her past, she lied about the money, she lied about the plantation.
That's all she lied about?
Yes.
Only about the family, the plantation. She tells us that you abuse your wife. This is true.
No.
We have a police report of supposedly when you beat your wife, when the police were called, but it just reads off that Stella was saying it was a whole big made up, nothing happened. It was a big misunderstanding. It was just a simple argument. Is this true?
Yes.
Have you ever hit your wife?
No.
Would you ever hit the mother of your child?
No.
That's false. He always hits Stella. I've seen him hit Stella. I've seen him hit Stella many times.
Order. You guys are getting kicked out of court.
Stella.
Stella Kowalski to the stand.
Ms. Kowalski, can you describe the relationship between you and your husband?
He loves me.
He loves you. What does love mean to you?
He cares for me.
He cares about you? Yet he hits you?
But he doesn't mean to hit me.
But he does hit you.
Yeah.
How does someone that cares about you go out and hit you?
I don't know.
Do you believe that he abused your sister?
No, I don't want to believe it.
You don't want to, but you can. It is believable because he has hit you. If he can hit his own wife, I think he can hit his wife's sister.
But Blanche is the liar. She lies.
So because someone lies, they deserve to get hit?
No.
Can you describe the relationship between Stanley and Blanche?
They don't get along
Why?
because he thinks that she's a liar, and she has lied multiple times to us.
So what you're saying is you don't believe that Stanley, your husband, raped your sister?
That's correct.
Does your husband drink a lot?
When he plays poker and when he's out with his friends.
Do these domestic violence abuses happen when he is drunk?
Yes.
So he's an angry drunk.
Yes.
Are you aware that Stanley was at the bar that night?
Yeah.
So isn't it possible that he could have came home to an empty house with Blanche and had another angry spell?
I don't know.
You don't know. Exactly. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Kowalski, don't tell me her lying is rubbed off on you.
No.
I have police reports of you just saying it's a complete misunderstanding, but yet you tell us today he's actually hit you.
I don't know.
You don't know, but you just told the court, am I right or am I wrong, that he has hit you?
That's correct.
Are you a compulsive liar? Are you using it as a safety mechanism?
A safety mechanism.
Like your sister, she uses this as a safety mechanism to protect herself. Are you trying to protect yourself?
Yes.
From what?
I just want to be happy with my husband.
But yet you're lying against your husband. How is that going to make you happy in any way?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. It seems like everyone here does not know. She's a compulsive liar. It seems to have rubbed off on you because explain this. Explain all of this. This shows that you've told the police that he's never hit you ever. So why do you say today he's hitting you? A change of heart?
I don't know.
No further questions.
Although the verdict is guilty, I'm compelled to overturn it because there is no DNA. Not guilty.
Your Honor, it's the complete abuse of your power!
Case closed.
Lies! 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 Break it up. Come on. Break. What are the lies?
Complete lack of evidence.
Improv did perfectly fine. And then like, alright, ready. Alright, why are you recording me? You feeling good?
She probably just took the